What's going on? Pop Principal here with another Funko Pop review. And today we are continuing the X-Men 97 Wave 2. We have Sebastian here, our Bastion Nimrod version, which is the final form that we saw him in. We did see him in a more, let's call it base model in the beginning of the show, but by the end, he had kind of reached his final form. And it is a quote-unquote plus size, or not plus size, but plus pop, which is something that Funko is doing now. I don't see any difference. It's just a, how can I say this? Just a more expensive pop. It looks of the same quality as the standard pop to me. Nothing really, it's not bigger. It's not any more sophisticated than what we see typically, in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. If you guys have any different opinions, please let me know. Please put me on game as to what exactly the plus means and how where it shows up in actual pop. I know what they say, but I don't actually see anything of significance to upcharge random pops, I guess I could say. But it is a dope pop nonetheless. X-Men 97 was a excellent show, and I would even say better than the original. I think the original had some moments where they weren't that great, especially some of the animation towards the latter seasons. But Bastion's storyline was crazy, was incredible. They gave us a pretty good insight into why he was doing what he was doing, along with his motivations and a good idea of what his power was, because we've never seen this in live action. If you're not familiar with the comics, of course, you're not going to really know who he is. So I think they did a good job. So, and hopefully we get X-Men 97 Season 2 soon. And, of course, we're going to get pops with those. I'm super excited about the X-Men showing up in the MCU. So with that being said, let's get right into an out-of-box look. And here we have an out-of-box look at Bastion Nimrod. Now, he is like a cyborg, I guess you can call it. There's a lot of different color changes throughout his design, as far as the darker gray and the lighter gray, the pinks, the reds, and the black. As you guys can see, is mostly the gray, shades of gray. And then you have those slight variations of color throughout. The eyes look pretty cool. I think they did a great job on this paint of this figure. It's nothing I can really complain of. I think it's a dope looking pop. I don't think it's any pop like we've seen before that actually looks like this. The details are painted on well. The design's dope. I think they nailed it as far as I'm concerned, especially with the details in the face. Just to give him that really zombie cyborg type of look. He looks pretty intimidating, looks pretty scary. He even has ab details, so they did a good job. They did a really good job. You can see the, what would you call them, thrusters on his feet as well, in that pink translucent color. Yeah, this is a nice pop. There is a chase version, I believe, which I have no interest in getting. It's literally small, slight variations of paint differences. It's not really a different pop. It's not like the head mold is totally different, none of that. So I didn't really care if I got it. I actually thought the base looked, or the common, looked better than the actual chase version. So I didn't hit on the chase with him or Jubilee, which is fine. I'm not tripping about that, but it is a dope looking pop. And if you are interested, definitely check out the typical Funko retailers. I believe everybody's stocked, maybe not Amazon, but everybody else is. And if you wait a little longer, you can get them for a cheaper price, which I think I'm going to do with the Daredevil pops. I'm just going to wait for them to find a good sale on those before I review them. So be on the lookout for that eventually. But yeah, this is a nice looking pop. I'm Loving all the pops we getting from this X-Men wave. And with that being said, let's get right into a comparison shot. And here we have a comparison shot of wave 2 minus the chases, obviously. This is a very nice wave. I am excited about the different pops that we will be getting from the season 2. Wonder what characters will be revealed. I'm not sure if Apocalypse will have a huge role in the show. That would be nice. I know the creative team is going to be different, or at least the head creator obviously isn't there anymore. So hopefully they can keep that high standard. And if that is the case and they're continuing from the second season, then we did get a glimpse, and hopefully we do get a Apocalypse, maybe a couple Apocalypse pops, because I believe they were time traveling, if I'm not mistaken, and maybe ended up in a few different time periods. So I'm not 100% sure. That would be dope, though. I would love to see that. But with that being said, like, subscribe, tune in, be on the lookout for the next video. Pop Principal out.